bum 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 bum.
Only slight mechanical errors getting back. Got this. It's good. It's solid. It's classy.
It works.
It
It
works.
works, mate.
So good, guys. We are the best live streamers in the business.
Around la 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 la.
If we just keep saying it, we're gonna the secret it into our lives.
I still don't know why Zoom decides that it needs to do whatever this color thing it does over in YouTube.
Oh,
Between
is it
Zoom, this is beautiful over here. My imagery inside Zoom conversation, but my imagery in YouTube is always like this weird color. It does
yeah,
something between the two.
I think it's gonna be the same for, well, maybe it's slightly different from my Zoom to
Yours
your.
looks pretty much the same to me.
Mine is the same. I'm looking at you though. We were doing color, do color analysis right now on your face.
Yeah,
Uh,
it goes like this weird, I don't know, whatever,
well,
whatever, it's fine.
hi guys, welcome to the live stream. I'm Tara and that is Natalie. And this is a live stream where Natalie and I sit here and tell you about the back end secrets of our lives, the channel, what's going on with the cats. So I think everyone really just tunes in to hear about the
The
cats.
cats.
Yeah, basically. We like to start these things by saying hi to everybody out there. So all of you guys who know what you're doing, do the thing. Do the thing. Natalie's gonna read off your hands and say hi. If you're just chilling and thinking you're just gonna hang out and like listen and watch, don't say hi. So we know you're there. So we know we're talking to people. It just feels so much better. All right, guys, hit it.
Much better. Yes, David, I have already switched to live chat. I remembered that much today. Hello, David Faith. Shannon West, hello. Many people have eaten my cooking and gone on to lead normal lives. I always read whatever Shannon's first one is because it's always funny. Jack Boots, hello. Jack Boots has changed his photo, and I'm curious as to whom this beautiful
Oh, I was thinking
um,
yeah, but no, that's pretty.
I almost said David Blair. Blair, hello. Remember
That sounds
anyone
like a
who?
magician,
Yep.
David Blair.
David Blair. Lido Keaton, hello, hello, hello. Good Monday to you. Desiree Gonzalez, heyo. Just letting you know at mechanics. So missing. Oh, you're at the mechanics. I thought you were talking about Tara's mechanical problems.
Yeah, that's where the
Uh,
word came from.
Good luck at the mechanics. I hope everything goes swimmingly. Evan Sure. Hello. That hope your car was not making that noise, Desiree.
Yeah, that's the bad sound.
David A. Stephen Brown. Hello, hello, hello. Alibaba Furball. Nat has a nice hue of red on her Zoom, making her. That's funny. For me, it looks like it is yellow. It looks very yellow coming through on
Okay.
my side.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
super
know what's happening. Justin Miller, hello, I am here and not here at the same time. You said here and here, but you are here and not here, actually. He's not here, but he's here. La la la, Ben Rathig, hey! Howdy, Ben. Mighty Guitar Mods, no, we tune in to hear about candles.
Fine. Give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
The whole channel is just slowly gonna start shifting into Candle Corner. That's what we call it. We call the channel Candle Corner. It's all we talk about is candles. It's like what it becomes. I'm into
Oh,
it.
Justin, you're here now? You're home?
Oh,
He wasn't here a moment ago.
welcome back.
You can come
Welcome
in and
back.
get your computer if you want to.
Yeah, put your elbow in the shot.
Bam.
Amazingly. All right, guys. Welcome, welcome. 6 of the last 8. Gross. That's rough, Ben. That's a lot of work. Whenever I do 5 in a row, it's exhausting. Yeah, you got what? Wait, give me the. We're gonna skip business time right now. Orange cat corner. Pumpkin
These
corner.
hurt. I
What
don't know.
happened?
So I woke up this morning and Pumpkin's litter box is next to my bed, which is fantastic. I love it. It's my life choice. But it had not been used. Hi, Justin.
Oh,
It had not been used, and I immediately knew. Oh, elbow. This is my color too. Look, this would be a good color.
yeah.
We're doing our hues today.
We'll come back to the other corner, which is color palette corner.
Yeah, no, so I woke up and Pumpkin's litter box had not been touched, and there was still some kibble left in his bowl. And so I walked in here where Justin was awake, and I said, "You seen the cat?" He goes, "Oh, I heard him meow earlier, but I thought he must have been with you." So open up the garage, the garage is is open. Like you can, there's a door to the inside of the house, but the garage itself,
Right.
the garage door is not down. And so Pumpkin, and like he comes running over, but he is like barely using his back legs. I
No.
don't know what's wrong. Like he seems fine. I mean, he seems happy.
Yeah.
He's very happy to come inside. We gave him a little tiny, we looked it up how much aspirin you're allowed to give a cat. You know, we gave him a little bit of aspirin.
Yeah.
Um, he ate, he's gone to the bathroom, but now but he mostly is not walking. Like,
Oh.
he's like hunched up and like doing this little waddle. Like, I can't,
Oh.
like a bunny. The back of his body is moving like a bunny.
Oh.
Are you
Think
doing a little bit better now? He's
he
okay.
like pulled his back like an old man. Now that we realize how old he is.
Oh, just, yeah, I know. Like, Justin went to the clinically proven for antioxidants plus muscles for cats of all. I don't know what this is, but we got something. Feline joint support. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Saturday night. Oh, go ahead. Finish.
he's
Yeah.
not okay. I mean,
Oh,
we're hoping that, I think he just maybe got injured because I was able to move all of his legs. I think it's his left hip that hurts.
oh no. It's sciatica.
Yeah,
Oh,
but so I mean he's eating, he's drinking, but he's not walking around that much. He's just laying still. So I'm hoping I'm gonna just give it a day, see if he, starts to feel better. I think he probably just hurt himself while he was outside. Like
great.
jumped off of something, fell off of something.
As it is, like cats do the same thing. They like, oh, I can't do that move anymore. Like I tweaked my back trying to lift this moving box. Like
Hmm.
that's happened in this household. Like he's just reaching that age where like he just can't do the same. Or my buddy is started playing softball again, and he's like 45 now, and he went to go round the bases. He's like, and he like felt something snap in his groin, and he's like,
Oh
oh, I know,
no.
I know. I felt so bad. We met for coffee the other day, and he comes hobbling up. I'm like, what happened to you? He's like, I am an old man now. I cannot
Yeah.
round the base. He's like, didn't do anything exciting. It wasn't
Didn't do
like I
anything.
was
Well,
sliding in. I was just
no, but
base.
I mean, well, and as you get a little bit older,
Yeah,
you're just sleeping. I hurt myself sleeping.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I'm sure Pumpkin's got the same. He was trying to do something he normally does. I was like, oh, can't do
Yeah.
that anymore. I am an
And
old cat now.
we're realizing he's so much older than we thought he was, like just in how much he's slowing down.
Yeah,
Um,
I think he like because he was a wildling, like was living off that fight or flight, that hormone, and it was keeping him
mhm.
young. Cortisol was keeping him young or something, and now he's not getting a good
He's
dose
got
of
the cushy life and it like aged him
that.
quickly.
Yeah, the cushy life ages him. Like everyone back in Texas, they all live in these nice, cushy suburban lives, and they're all aging a little quicker. I'm scrapping it out here trying to make a living. It's keeping me young. It's keeping me young.
You normally would say the opposite is true.
You would
Like,
think. You would think.
she hasn't
Yeah.
worked a hard day in her life.
Yeah. But it's the survival that keeps you looking. It keeps all those HGH hormones running through your body because you're
Yeah.
trying to like, survive the harsh winter still.
Years ago, Justin came home from playing volleyball, I think it was. Maybe it was basketball. I don't know. But he came limping. I mean, he had strained the F out of his like calf muscle or something. Like, I mean, it was so bad. Pulled like a hammy. I think he had pulled a hammy, but like he tells the story of like no one there had any idea. He did this play, it was football, blah blah blah, really hurt himself, and then just, was like two plays later because you have to like make it last like two more. I've done this with my pride where it's like something hurt bad enough
Yeah.
that it was like I'm just gonna stick around for two more
No,
songs
no,
at
no.
karaoke was mine. Just so
Oh,
everybody doesn't knows that it wasn't that karaoke song that made me leave. It wasn't how bad I failed. I'm gonna stick around for two more, and then I have to close it out and go. But so he did the same thing, and he like limped home, and he was like bedridden. He comes walking into the house, and I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "It was your hammy." Yeah. What were you playing? Anyway, yeah, he came home one time, and
oh
I was like,
my God,
he's
so
like,
funny.
he's like, no one knew though.
So Bunny Butt
No
has a
one
new
knew how
name.
damaged I was.
David Fate's calling him Bunny Butt, and I love it. I think that's his new name.
Yeah, he's a little bunny butt.
Bunny Butt for
Happy.
Pumpkin. I love it. That's adorable.
Yeah, so hopefully he recoups
Oh my God.
quickly
Speaking of
so that
age,
I don't have to take him to the vet.
yeah, I had an alumni meetup yesterday.
Hi, Toby.
my house. I'm trying to get my alumni group getting back together. And it's going to be an effort because one person showed up. One
Oh, yeah.
person, which is fine because I wound up actually being really okay with it. So this one person showed up. She's just moved to town September. She's
So
20.
she's looking for friends.
Yeah, she has no
Yeah.
friends. Now she's moved here on the best of circumstances. She booked a 3-year contract on The Bold and the Beautiful. So she's like, yeah, she's come here on the like, and she's been in the business since she was a kid. She
Yeah.
originally was from San Francisco, moved to Houston, was going to U of H, and was like in the theater program when she booked this job. And she's like, I'm gonna drop out and go take the job. I'm like, I think you did the right thing. Anyway, so we're chit chatting about stuff, and I'm like, toward the end of it, I'm like, I'm so grateful you came, and I'm so grateful if any one person showed up, it was you, because like, A, you haven't got to talk to anybody in like weeks. You know how it is when you first move here.
Yeah.
We actually like genuinely made like a real friendship connection because we only could talk to each other, and it was like, so
Right.
like, we're definitely gonna go get lunch or whatever. So we're chit chatting, and we're talking about life stuff, and we're talking about our parents. And I was like, wait a minute, how old are your parents? And she's like, oh, my mom's like 41. And I'm like, that is the first time that has fully happened to me where I'm as old as your mother. I'm like, and I had that moment of, and she like I said it out loud to her. I go, oh, that's the first time that's happened. She's like, I'm 42. Like, and like legit the number. It's not even like a I got young in high school number. She just got young when she had got pregnant.
No, the number of like my high school class that their kids are in college, going off to college now, and I was like,
Yeah, I was like, oh, you're 4 years younger than when I moved to LA, and I could have had you. You are,
you've been in LA long enough to be drinking.
uh-huh,
Your
yeah,
your
yeah.
LA life is old enough to drink now.
2027 will be where I'm old enough, an LA person to be drinking. That's my LA birthday is old enough to be drinking.
Oh, I'm already there.
Yeah, oh my God. It was a moment of like and like we've been hanging out like friends, like and not that we're not friends, but we've been hanging out like same age colleagues for the first however many hours of chit chatting. And this was the moment that everything shifted and is like, "Oh, I'm an adult to you." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Like
so
not that she's not an adult, but I am her mother adult. I'm like,
right.
"Oh
No,
my
like there,
God."
yeah. Well, I've been doing these student films,
Yeah.
and I was telling Justin that I have somehow gotten to the phase in my life where I know these kids will never think I'm cool. Like
Yeah.
like I didn't even think about it. It was just it was after the fact that I was like when I was behaving the way I was behaving and I was totally okay with the fact that I was telling corny dad jokes basically the entire time. And it wasn't corny dad jokes, but it was equivalent. It was the equivalent type of behavior where I was just being a nerd and I didn't think anything of it. It was because I have nothing to prove to these children. They're never going to think I'm cool.
Oh yeah.
They're never going to think like I was like, oh, it's like hanging around your nieces, and you're like, you can just be stupid because they're never gonna think you're cool.
That's my kids at work. Like they're all not that young. They're all in their like early 30s to mid 30s. So like they're not that much younger. Like they're 10-year age difference. But they don't invite me to their party. They've started to. They don't invite me to their parties. We don't go out. I don't hang out drinking with them afterwards, obviously. But like
Well, yeah,
sometimes I'll sit and hang for a bit. But like I go home, because I'm a mom type now. And it's just like I have given up any hope of being cool or being invited to any of the things. I'm
yeah.
just like, let it go. I'll do weird dances to make them like I will intentionally act foolish for them because
Right.
yeah, and if they
Well, that
do,
was the thing. It was like I was on set, and it was one of those where you know how when something sounds like a song to me, I'll just sing those lyrics in the song, even though they're not the right lyrics. And I was doing it again and again and again. It was like we got to like the crescendo of it, like the end of the day, where every single thing someone said could be translated into a song. And like it was like halfway through the day, and this is our fourth day of filming together with this group. And I turned and I looked somebody in the eyes, and then started one of them. Like, so I was like, I made eye contact before I started, and then they just started laughing. And I was like, and that was the moment I went, I am not in any way, shape, or form concerned about impressing these people.
nope.
I want them to think I'm a good actress. But beyond that,
Yeah,
I want people to think I'm pretty still, you
yeah.
know?
I want you to think I'm now at the point where I want you to just go, damn, you look good for your age. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So down with that. Like I am at that point where I just want to age gracefully. Like I'm like, oh, I need to start working out again and putting muscle in just so that I not to like get thin, but to just like to like look nice. So that everything is just kind of in a place.
In the
Not
right
the place,
spots.
but in a place, like near the place it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I wanted to be in the general vicinity.
General vicinity. I'm so cool. I'm so cool with my Latin life now. Like it was interesting. And then I was like, we were talking career stuff too, and she was like, so what do you want to do? Like what's the goal here? And she's like, oh, I wanna do theater, and we were talking about work in between. And I was like, honestly, babe, if I were you, go get some Hallmark movies. Like you're about to enter the age that the Hallmark girls, like the ingenues, is like if I were young enough, that's what I would go run and do next. Is go do a bunch of short films with some students and stuff like that, and go chase the film festivals around and get
Yeah.
and then go do some Hallmark movies. It's like I can't wait for Hallmark to start making the Hallmark movies for the 40-year-old women, like the version of our story where
Oh,
I'm
they
the
are.
are they? Oh, I'm into it. Where I'm the divorcee coming back to
That's
town.
the new, that's the new, what that's probably, I mean, maybe it's not the new, maybe it's just that that's what's getting advertised to me now.
Yeah,
I don't know if
maybe.
I've ever watched a Hallmark movie in my life.
I haven't. I've never watched a single one, but I think I probably should change that and go write them because like it seems like
Right?
something I could do, right? I got a buddy who does it. My oldest daughter is close to Tara and Nellie's age. Oh, jackboots. Yeah, I can't wait to tell my mom this story. She's gonna die. She's gonna not be
Oh,
happy.
yeah.
She's not gonna be thrilled. You're hot. Well, thank you, Evan. Sure, I appreciate. That's all I want is just to be hot for my age. I'm cool with that. Like, if you got to add for your age at the end of the compliment, I'm into it. That's totally. I'm not insulted in the slightest. Anyways, my cat corner. I've been wanting to tell you the story. My cat corner. This is where I was late this morning, waking up.
Uh-huh.
So Saturday, I've been getting little bites on me.
Yeah.
Like, and I've been thinking they were like mosquito bites at work. Like it's time to just do that super intense. So we
Yeah.
always wait once a month, but it was time to do the Tucson 8. It's time to do the super intense extermination. But anyway, so I've been getting bites at work and stuff. And I come and I noticed on Gizmo. Gizmo had temporarily gotten fleas from the outdoor cat, but for a few days. I gave her the drops. It got better, but lately I've noticed more like scat in her fur. So I gave her drops again. Like I'm trying to do it once a month. And I found one flea, killed it. It's getting better. It gotten better. I've been brushing
How
it.
did you kill a flea?
I found it. I brushed
It
it out
makes
of
me
her
think it's
fur.
not a flea. Like you can't catch them.
Oh, I think it's because the drugs had started working.
Okay, I was like, you can't catch a flea.
No. I hadn't seen him. The only way I caught on is that the little dots were starting to show up in her fur again.
Okay.
And then I gave her the drops, and then I found the flea. So I think it's that the drops had been slowing it down, and it was still kind of moving, and I brushed it out and killed it. Anyways, so all this has been going on, and then one night I got home. Gizmo had decided to sleep in the bed because Brian's been out of town. So she's like, "Oh, the bed is mine." Laying on a pile of laundry. She'd been laying on the bed, and I get into bed, and I'm not thinking about it, and all of a sudden I start to itch, and I've got a couple of new bites. And it's like 3 in the morning at this point. I just got home from work, and I'm laying there, and I'm like, what if it's fleas? What if Gizmo has fleas and the meds aren't working? And okay, I'll look it up and I'll look at my bites and I'll clarify what kind of bites they are. And I can't do it. I'm like, well, they're spread out. They're not in a trail. So they can't be fleas. I'm like going through sites, looking at pictures of bug bites, trying to figure this out. And it's like 4 in the morning by this point. Okay. Well, okay. I'll just go back to sleep. You can deal with this in the morning. So I'm trying to go back to sleep. It's like, well, what does it mean if I have fleas? Like, what does that mean I need to do? Do I need to do this tomorrow while Brian's gone? Like, do I need to solve this now? And so I go look up the instructions for flea bombs because I remember doing this once a long time ago and
Yeah.
being like, yeah. So I'm looking at this and I have just put everything where it goes. I have finally got all the dishes where they go. I've got all the things where they go. All the food finally fits in the fridge and the pantry and all the places. And I'm looking at the instructions. And basically, you have to pull everything out of your cabinets
Yeah.
and cover every single thing or wash it all, which means everything I just put back would have to be drug out and put in the center of a room and covered in a tarp. I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. I can't emotionally do. I'm like, working myself up. I'm like, oh my God. And now
I love you're like, I'm working myself. You start to scratch it.
I'm doing it. I'm like, and I'm like, and the bites are itching more.
Yeah.
And the cat wants to get on the bed. I'm like, absolutely not. You cannot get on the bed now. And it's now 5 in the morning, and I have to be up at 7 in the morning for a meeting. I'm like, this is the worst thing. I'm like, I can't. I try to go back to sleep, and like, I could check the cat, but she's being a jerk. No, I got zero, like maybe actually I got an hour of sleep that night because like, I had to be up at 8. Maybe I got an hour of sleep because I was like in my own brain. The fleas in my head were worse than the
Fleas in my
fleas
head.
that
Well,
I,
what was it?
oh my God, nothing. They're just mosquito bites. I like got up the next morning. I brushed Gizmo. No more black dots. She's fine. The bites have already healed. They don't heal that quickly when they're flea bites. I was like, oh, so you made yourself not sleep for nothing,
Yeah.
no reason, because you got in your own head about how hard it would be to flea bomb. And I was like, what if I just did the back of the house and not the front of the house? Or what if I closed off the kitchen? Like, no, it's all bad. Oh, Bunny Butt merch. Yes. It's a little cat butt, but it says Bunny Butt. Brian
Bunny
bought
butt.
toys in your house. No, it's not Brian. It's Bubba, our neighborhood cat who kills the mice. That's who did this. The jerk. Yeah, it was a whole thing. And that just the rolling effect is I went to bed on time last night, but I woke up late this morning. I blew through every one of my alarms. And I knew I had a feeling I would. I was like, you're not gonna wake up because you're gonna be so tired. You don't
You're
care.
not gonna wake up.
No, I'm gonna be so tired. My sleep brain's like, I don't care you're live streaming. You're gonna sleep until the last.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care what you're doing.
That happens to me very, very, very rarely, but when it does, it is like, no. My body goes, no, 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 no. You don't hear this alarm? You turn it on,
No, that's
So
my resting
Pumpkin
place.
is playing right now, but he's not playing with his back legs. Like he's playing with this thing with his front paws and then stops. And then so it's like he's in pain, but he's not like
Yeah,
I don't think it's like rush him to the vet.
right. Yeah. He's probably fine. He probably tweaked his back trying to lift something.
Right, yeah.
What's
Stupid
the
kid.
I know. What's the candle on the
Hi,
desk
Shannon.
behind
What's
you?
the
The
what one?
red one. The red candle on the desk. That one. What's that? Candle corner. What is that? I'm gonna just yell out, candle corner.
It's pumpkin pie.
That's so cute.
It's not done. I saw it smells good though.
Ah, it's gonna sell immediately. I
And
love
then I
that one.
started doing my marshmallow ones again. And
Marshmallows look awesome. I saw the pictures, like, oh, it fucking worked.
this one is peppermint. And
Yeah.
the-
Oh,
yeah,
cute.
which I really like actually. And
Yeah,
then
I
this
love mint.
one is gingerbread because it goes a little gingerbread man. And
Yeah.
then I did finally, oh, that smells really good. I made a little gingerbread men
Oh, that turned
candles.
out so cute.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. The peppermint, did you use like actual peppermint oil or is it peppermint scent?
Peppermint scent.
Peppermint scent. I want,
Yeah. I tried to do a swirl. It didn't work out. It's
yeah.
just pink now.
Peppermint is really good I spray peppermint oil on my bed for spiders. You can put that on
Mhm.
your tag. Good for spiders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, words off
Well,
spiders.
we did talk about like maybe there was a purpose with like the candles neck for the summer, like doing ones that are for outdoors and why don't I make those mosquito candles and stuff? I don't know. I haven't figured this out yet.
Yeah.
I'm
You
still I'm still troubleshooting this.
you leveled up into making marshmallows on top of the things. Like that's how this stuff
No, I
starts.
did marshmallows last Christmas. You didn't get one because you had a smooth top.
Oh, that's
Yours
right.
probably wouldn't have gotten it
Oh,
anyway. Yours didn't
right.
need it.
Yeah,
Yours
no,
was like this
I like that.
classic. I did
Yeah.
the marshmallows last year, yeah, but they I didn't understand how to make the top smooth yet, and so
Mhm.
if it came out with a smooth top, I didn't f with it. I was like,
Fair. Fair.
I'm
Oh, but
still messing these up. I don't like the way I need to. I know what I'm doing wrong. I need to work on that.
did you go to the market this weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah, how'd it go?
fine.
Fine, me.
Yeah, I mean, not gangbusters, not, but, and I brought out Christmas stuff already, even though,
Oh, I started
um,
decorating already. Just so happen.
yeah, I brought out some Christmas stuff already just because I needed to start making them. Otherwise they wouldn't, But, and I also was thinking, oh, if people see that they're there later on, they might think of them.
Back.
Like, even though that's a little early to purchase Christmas stuff, but so I did sell one just because it was a giant Mickey Mouse one that had the Mickey Mouse one that had the marshmallows on it. That one went immediately. It always does. But I'm gonna end up with like one table. This week I'm already gonna have to do it. My $20 table is gonna have to turn into Christmas and fall just because I've run out of room for the $20 table is just full right now. So I'm just gonna move all of fall and Christmas onto one table and everything else on the other table. And things will just have to live together mixed matched for now. And
Yeah.
then slowly maybe I'll
Yeah.
even discount some of this universal stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a weird like, well, last week especially is like a weird in between vibes time where like Halloween's done. I'm ready for Thanksgiving, but like I'm not quite there yet emotionally. I took down all the Thanksgiving decoration or Christmas decorations. And then I had
Yeah.
a moment of like, do I just start? Because I want to pull things out of the attic because I'm not supposed to have things in the attic. It's not, and my lease says don't do that. And
Yeah.
just a long time ago, Brandon and I were like, F it.
Effort. Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
we gotta put stuff somewhere. So but I was like, we're in this weird, like, I don't actually have any Thanksgiving stuff. All my stuff
Right.
is all the decorations I've bought so far in life are like Halloween specific. So like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna start putting up Christmas decorations. Who cares? So I've already
Yeah,
got my
that's what I was like. People are going to, and yes, Walmart already has Christmas
yeah,
up. Everybody's already got Christmas up, but I also want to get through all the fall stuff. And it's
yeah,
this fine
yeah.
line of like, when I put new things out there, some of the new things go right away. But then there'll be things that have been out there for almost a year that someone decides they walk in and like this was their favorite thing, And
Oh, that's
my
cool.
my thought on it is that it's just whether it speaks to you or not. But if there's something that speaks to you more, like I haven't been putting out any of the really dainty teacups right now because I want to get rid of the other teacups. And
Yeah,
I'm like, you're gonna walk in there and go, I want a teacup set. Like, but and if there's one of the really ornate ones, you're gonna want that one. So I
yeah.
need to get rid of these other ones first. So I'm stopped putting out the ornate ones for right now. I'll save them for spring is my thought process.
Right. Well, yeah, that's a
But
good call.
do you want the
Oh,
cauldron one if I don't sell it in the next
yeah,
iteration? Because it's out
definitely.
there still.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it's caramel apple.
Oh, yeah, I want
But
that
you
one.
have a cauldron mug anyway. But
I always use more cauldron mugs. I love cauldron mugs. Those are like I just think that the idea of cauldron mugs is so clever. Like
yeah,
it's such an intersection of
because
cleverness.
I can't. The thing is, I can't save them until next year. Like they
Mhm.
just won't.
Oh,
They can't
yeah.
go into storage. And so and that's one that I'm like, I can't leave that up year round either.
Yeah.
It's still up, like, and if someone wants to buy it, and I may try to discount it, but
The one witch
if
in your
not, you can have it.
one, the one witch in Utah that lives near you will buy the cauldron mug. Yeah.
There actually is a market like once a quarter that is like the witches market or
Yeah,
witches
and
night or something like that. Yeah, which I don't have
right,
enough things to go sell at.
right. But that's I would
It's
never
all
expect that.
holistic stuff and everything. Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. Yeah, they have one here that's like once a month, I think. But like,
Yeah.
and they do it at the Heritage Square. It's so cute. Like, I'm like,
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
yeah, I've gone once. It was really clever. I was like, that's just really cute and like a great way to do it. Like to do it at the Heritage Square where it's all kind of witchy vibes, anyways, all those
Yeah.
houses. Sign, signs of slowing sales in the market. Get the sell before the competitor does.
Well, so this week there wasn't, but last week there was another candle person there and they're boring candles. But I was
Oh,
like, the
no,
fudge?
no.
Get out of here.
I need to start clipping for you for Pothos, yeah? I need to start that process now. And bring,
Yeah.
we want to do that? We're doing it?
I think it's a great idea.
I
So
think
this is
it's
what we were talking
great.
about. Tara had given me a pothos in a teapot, just a plain white teapot. But it was beautiful. I thought it was so cool with it hanging over the side and everything. And so we've talked about selling those at my in my booth as well. Because I just feel like there's only so many things I can. So I would love to make the watercolored shoes and sell them,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that feels weird to me in the same booth as my candles. Maybe it's because the
You
candles are cup shaped, like it's like feet and dishware, like should not be in the same place.
need a
But
couple of bridge items to get there.
yeah, so but I think home goods works out fine. Like so if I do the plants, even though, it's indoor, outdoor, whatever, like, but that still lives in the same world. And the same thing with the bird feeders and the teacups live in the same world. And then even if I made the jewelry hanger things,
Yeah.
those live in the same world. It's all decorative items. The
Yeah.
shoes don't fit to me.
Yeah, like the earring hanger is the first of the bridge items to get to the shoes, but you gotta have like three more
Yeah,
items.
like there's 3 steps in between. Well, but
Dude,
I also thought because I could always just go out there and have a one week of the month is, or like two every other week is a different product.
yeah, that's not
It's
a bad
like
idea.
I do candles twice a week, and I mean
Yeah,
twice a month, and I do
that's a really
shoes,
good idea. It kind of
clothing twice a month. Yeah.
scarcity of like, oh, she might not have candles next week. We should get a candle now. Because I really, this is so stupid. Because I want you to do a thing. Like the idea of taking jeans and upcycling them by putting a
Yeah.
little bit of flowers on them with cross stitching. Like I just think
Yeah.
that's so cute. And it's like low impact cross stitching. Like you're not having to do a
Yeah.
whole.
The same thing with like doing just the little collar thing and doing that. Yeah.
Like
Just
I
a
think
slight embellishment.
but and like although that's that for some reason, and it may just be shoot a candle, shoot a cup, like it feels like it's a closer step toward
Oh yeah, because it's not on the ground.
yeah, yeah. It's
It really is. It's like putting your shoes on the table. Like to
yeah,
me, that's what my because I would have to put them on a table or something. And now there's food on this table. Don't eat any of the candles, but there's you don't put shoes next to glassware. They don't go in the kitchen. Your
yeah,
shirt, you can fold your laundry on the kitchen table.
uh-huh,
I don't care. Like,
yeah. That makes sense like you're building up like shoes and shirts and jeans for a while and then just do one weekend that's like I made this is doing the different
right.
section not all at once. That can make sense. I like that. So yeah, pothos. Okay. I'm on it. I will start because I gotta start now. And a
Yeah.
couple of get the roots going now so they're all ready. And I'll bring them with me to Utah.
Do you need
Where
teapots to do that, or are you just doing something else
I'll
first?
just I'll bring you the plants in like little plastic
Okay.
jars that way you can put them in whatever you got. Because I guarantee what I find here is not going to be as good a price of what you find there.
No, and it's not as cost effective. Every once in a while I pull one so two things about like the cups is that the DI out here uses those little square tags on them. Let me see if I got something with a tag on it.
Oh,
You
do
know
you
what
have
I
to
mean?
like
Like the
wash off?
that's not one. Anyway, yeah, they're super small. They're easy to take off. I don't have anything that's got one on it right now, right here. However, Goodwill has those giant stickers that are like impossible to peel off, and you got to use goop off, and like, and I every time I'm peeling a sticker that is 3 times as much as the other one anyway.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm peeling off a $4 sticker from something, and I was like, every time I'm like, if I were not here and my only place to shop was a Goodwill and they were using these stickers, I probably would have given up on this already because I hate
yeah,
taking those stickers off so much that
sure.
I wonder if there's a sticker on the bottom of this one still. No, there's no stickers. But yeah, they're just the the old fashioned little taggy ones.
Yeah.
But
Lay's just is trying to get you demonetized. Oh, we know. We know.
can a blue wrench someone else? I'm gonna put
Yeah, Blair, blue wrench him. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and it'll also be easier to transport the plant. Are you blue wrenching him? Are you
I don't even know if that was the comment. I just did it.
I love it. Oh my God. Oh, it'll be also easier to travel with all the planties if they're all in like little plastic touch-outs. I'll just throw them in my trunk of my car. I don't have to worry about them breaking on the way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't have to worry about because I pack it bubble wrapping. Anyways, oh yeah, I'll start now. I'll get you a slew of pothos going. Varieties of
Start buying.
pothos.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I probably can only ever host like 5 at a time at the market, maybe 3, and I have the other 2 at the house that I'm
Yeah.
keeping on. Like so. I don't think. Well, I wouldn't mind them being here and growing.
Yeah. Oh, of
Like,
course, of course.
but
Let's
like it's kind of like so. I've got the cookie platter ones going, and I'm like I'm only gonna ever have 2 of these at a time. When
right.
one sells, maybe I can put another one out. But there's not. It's a 10 by 10 booth. There's not room for like
Right.
I'm at a stage with the bird feeders. There's like 6 made, and that's the sweet spot. I can only have 6 at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't really have very many. But also you wind up in that situation with like you may need like 3 plants in this one, but one in that. And the same with the wicks. Like
Oh, yeah.
pot wants 3 plants in it so that it like fills out the top. You know,
Mhm.
this one really is only big enough for one because of the hole is so small. So
Right.
yeah, and then you'll probably want to water them and get them going a bit. Get them
Yeah. That's what I
before
was saying.
you.
I probably only need like 8 maximum.
Yeah.
Max.
And also, you may want a different variety of color. I'll just bring it back because of whatever
No,
you
I don't
want.
care about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I don't not care. I'm just like, the person who's going to buy it is the person who's going to buy it.
well, there's like the neon version of pothos. There's like the spotted pothos, like,
Hmm.
and they're all different colors and stuff. Yeah, whatever. I'll bring them to you. Plants, plant corner. I
Plant corner.
saw this meme that was like, "How can I tell? What's your address? How can I tell it's your place?" And it's a picture of like a vine-covered house next to a normal house. Like, oh, there'll be signs. It'll be obvious. Like that's my place, covered in plants all the time. I gotta out. I gotta get out in the garden though. It's a
I could hang the bird feeders and clear the table space. Yeah, I could. Well, the thing is, those won't be out at the same time anyway. Those bird feeders are only good through like early spring here, and then it was going to take the place. It's like the rotation of. I do need another thing that I might start trying to make bird feeders that are the teacup with the thing that are hanging from the chain.
oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. Uh-huh.
because I have one plate that one teacup that I glued down and then it never ever sold and it's still out there. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
I might just melt down the candle that's in here because I can't unglue it because I used real glue and then make it into one of those bird feeders with the chains hanging from it. I don't know.
10-minute
Okay.
warning, real corner, guys. 10-minute warning. A little bit of business time. We got an episode coming out this week. So far we've done really good despite the craziness of getting episodes out still on time. But I'm gonna again say this most likely will come out on Friday. We're gonna leave room for things to happen in life because we're Natalie's still catching up on like breathing. Like, are you
I have
done?
one more day of filming tomorrow. It's a full
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. So like, did I edit again last time? I didn't.
No, because I never sent you notes.
Yeah. Well, no, I was gonna just go back in anyways. If I didn't get notes by a certain point, I was gonna go back in and like just go ahead and put the pop-ins in, do the this and then that and all that nonsense, and then I didn't do it. I was like, it was in my brain to do it, but I didn't. It happened. Anyways, so most likely it'll come out on time. We've been doing pretty good with it, but I'm gonna leave that window of like, hey, maybe it comes out on Saturday. It'll be fine. This one is
Wait, don't.
okay. I won't say anything. We'll let it be a surprise. It's fun.
This is a this is a conversation, a pineapple conversation we have to have.
Oh no.
Not a bad one.
Oh, okay. I always assume every private conversation's a scary
Wait,
conversation.
you can tell them what it is. Don't give them any details whatsoever.
No, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait on the whole thing. You guys will find out on Friday and you'll be very excited. Today, very excitingly, Natalie and I are getting back together after this. We're adding in some writing time. Last week we did a full table read on Turns Out to like refresh ourselves and go through and make notes and stuff because we're on the process of doing rewrites. We got some notes back from our potential collaborators on the project that we have a gentleman from Evening Squire who's probably going to direct for us and a producer involved. So today we're going to meet back up after this and give it our best to keep our brains involved.
Yeah,
But
we did. We reached the end, and we couldn't. This is how you know that I've reached the end of my brain working. Was I was reading the action, but then I would read like my name even, and I would then I mean, I was reading it like I was just reading her a story by the end of it, and I'd read her lines, and then I was just like, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know why I did that.
all the readings, it was just exhausting. Yeah. So we're doing that today. We're getting together and going back through. And like, there's a scene we want to add. I think this scene's gonna wind up being my favorite scene. We gotta add a scene in. We gotta up some stakes here and there. It's very fun. We're in the fun part of writing where it's like,
Are
like,
we?
we
So
are.
we ran into an issue the other day with like one of our devices is like working in two different manners.
For some reason, I don't mind that part of the editing process.
Oh, the trying to
I,
solve problems part is like it's not a puzzle to me. This is just
yeah,
torture.
that
Like,
one's okay. It's the why is Teddy evil? part of the rewrites that or
See, but that's so early in the process. That part, like, once you've already gotten it all written, and I'm like, now I have to go back and fix it. Fixing. That's the problem. I don't like
this
fixing.
part. Yeah, I don't mind this part. I don't like where we've been going in one direction with the plot and we don't know how to get from this plot point to the end, and you got to figure out how to force in the getting to the or figure out what the not force in. Figure out what the right way to get to the ending you're trying to reach is. That's what I hate. I'm like, I hate sitting there trying to think about like, okay, what if they go into the church next? Then, like, that's the part that I hate. And the
Yeah.
grammar. And the grammar read-throughs. I hate the grammar and spelling read-throughs. Those are the worst. Dislike.
That's
Don't.
like that's like wet tech in theater when you're doing wet tech.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's like, you want me to do this again because you can't get this light to focus on me in the and I'm gonna
Hey,
stand here for 10 minutes in silence while you get this light working right.
it's that is agony for me. Agony. If y'all get a chance, look up Leonard Cohen reciting the Flanders Field.
In Flanders Field. Is
Oh,
that the field that's the from I don't remember where it is, but is that the one from the war where there's now a cemetery? I
I
don't
don't know
know.
why it's hard for him to answer in real time. Let's hide behind the chainsaws. I love that commercial. It's so stupid. I've
Yes,
never.
okay, it is. It's where the poppies grow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yup.
Wow, look at me knowing a thing, kinda.
Kind of, sort of.
I saw a documentary once. I retain nothing, but I can still see the picture of the field, like the black and white picture of the field, and then when they showed the real field. And that's all I remember.
Oh, I haven't looked at any of the comments. I hope I haven't. If I have ignored you guys, it's not intentional. We've just been so chatty. We haven't really talked in a while because she's been so busy
I
feeding.
have been
Oh yeah.
very busy.
So filming's going well. Everything went great. Like you had fun.
All of the filmings, yes.
All of it's done.
Did I get to
Yeah.
tell you about the horror film one? Did I have I taught was
Oh,
I missed the horror film one? So we're working on one that's like a sci-fi. It kind of reminds me a little bit more of like um the one I'm doing now, which we've done 4 days on, and there's one more day, which is a lot for a student film, especially for what we're doing. It's very much it's just takes place in one room. Um, Pretty high stakes, but so it reminds me of 12 Angry Men in that regard.
okay. Yeah.
So that's kind of like the vibe. Everything's very, then there's the fade in and fade out showed time pass, and now you're doing this part of the dialogue, and people arguing over something. Anyway, that's what I'm working on now. But the one I did before it was this horror film where I end up cutting a man's balls off because I was tripping balls off of some weed that I drank. Not like there is a plant that grows in Utah that allegedly, I mean, I don't know, that makes you hallucinate. I don't remember what it's called, but the whole storyline is that she accidentally drank this, he accidentally drank this, they all like accidentally drank this. But by the end of it, I cut off a man's balls. Uh, but it was fun to film. We were out in the middle of the desert and
Yeah.
like I'm covered in blood and I've never done anything like that. And I was like telling Justin, I was like, it's almost like I was because of how fast you're doing everything, like, and how much it escalated quickly because it's a short film. I was like, I don't know if the acting was good. It was more like I was a scare part character. Like I think I probably scare you, but is it because like there's any depth? It's not Jack Nicholson scaring you. it's
Yeah.
it's just a jump scare. Anyway, but it
Oh,
was fun.
that's fun. I love it. Is it salvia? I've heard salvia will like make you
No,
for a very short amount of
no, it's
time.
called like Utah. So there's like six different names to it. It's like Utah something, and then like whatever. But it's like this big it's a big ball that has spikies on the outside of it and has this trumpet flower that comes out of it, which is weird. So like we had read this script and we were going to be doing this film, and none of us had any idea about this plant. Then the next week, James, because James is in that one with me, James and I were out doing the extra work together, and in the middle of the desert I was like, does anybody know what that plant is? And they're like, oh yeah, if you eat it, it like makes you hallucinate. I'm like, oh, that's it. And like, so it's a real thing that everybody knows about, but I just didn't know.
Yeah, it's like one of those things you only know after you've lived there for a long enough for that piece of information to matter.
Hi, Ed.
Just want to draw. Oh, hey, and welcome, Peyote. Okay. God, I didn't realize he has peyote in. It makes sense. Where is peyote? Uh, welcome to Shush 315, the one where we all get demonetized. We're not that bad yet. We've said worse, please. It's a cactus.
It's a cactus.
It's a cactus. It's a cactus. Anything else we need to cover before Joke Corner starts, guys? Go out and get your
We're
jokes.
back at 20,000 subscribers. I mean, you might have talked about that last week, but
We didn't hit it till after the live stream. Yeah, we did it, guys.
we did it again.
We actually did it quicker than I thought. I thought I was like, oh, that's going to take a while.
Well, with as many had dropped off,
Yeah,
I think they must have reinstated some
must have. Yeah,
because it was such a huge drop off and then it bounced back pretty quick. So
yeah, I think that they're doing some weird engineering in the back. Like the whole internet world is so weird right now. I'm opting out.
yeah, everything I open up is like, oh, here's a new update. And I'm like,
I know. I am whatever Instagram's doing right now, I have no idea with their framing and stuff. Like okay, guys, you just make a choice and like let's all just do the
and
thing.
we'll all play along because we have no choice.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's do Joke Corner. I'll take your bonus points for any peyote drug related jokes. Like I'm sure
The one where we got
if you type in
demonetized.
like LSD jokes, we'll find. Yeah, and that's how we got demonetized.
Brian says opt out of everything.
Brian, let's go get coffee, Brian. I was on the last live stream. I talked about like slowly getting back to having coffee with friends again. He's like, "Hello, me," and I'm like, "Yes, yes, yes." Brian, let's have coffee. All right, here we go, guys. Joke Corner. Go get your jokes. Come back. The formatting is write the word joke in all caps.
Did someone approve it? Otherwise, where'd it go? Okay, yeah. David Faith's Russian doll joke down here got flagged.
Oh,
And I think it says hate Russian is why. That's just how easy it is to get like
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So just if I'm not reading it, that's why it's just I can't see it because the bots thought you were hate speeching. So anyway,
Speeching. Why you over there hate speeching?
I'm turning it into a verb. All right, guys, let's go. David Faith, I never understood why a set of false teeth is called dentures. They really missed an opportunity to call it substitutes.
These are my substitutes.
Oh, there's some pun. I'm not getting political here, but there's some pun that Trump's trying to use against somebody else, and I'm like, you missed the obvious good word choice.
Oh no, yeah.
Like you're trying to jimmy rig a word in there when the obvious answer is right here. It drives me crazy every time. I'm like, no, the better insult is this. I need you to get it together. I need you to get it
together. If you're gonna insult people, be good at it.
You get a writer on staff for when you're making up these nicknames for people. David, daughter, Dad, may I go to 50 Cent's concert tonight? Dad, sure. Here's $1. Take your sister.
A
David, what do you call a nervous witch?
twitchy witch.
Yeah, a twitch.
A twitch.
My wife texted me she saw a wolf on the way to work. My question is how she knew it was on the way to work.
How do you know? It had a briefcase.
It had a briefcase and a tie on
And a
it.
tie, yeah.
It's very obvious. This morning I actually ran into the man who once sold me an antique globe. It's a small world. Oh, well, no wonder you got flagged. I hate Russian dolls. They're so full of themselves. The hate and then Russian. Like that's yeah. I mildly don't like.
I dislike. Yeah.
What kind of music do mummies like?
Rap.
Yep. Happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there. That's right. I totally forgot. I'm so bad at holidays. Last night I watched a documentary on marijuana. It was awesome. I'm going to start watching everything that way. Oh, I took a little THC CBD the other night, and it felt very nice. I had a very good night's sleep, but I could not get up the next morning. I was like, this is why I don't like this. I don't like. I already have enough trouble getting up in the morning. I don't need another layer of like, no, stay sleepy. I wish I had enough money to discover it doesn't make me happy. I as
Prove
well.
it. Prove
I
it.
would love you to prove that money. Prove to me. David, me. Sorry I'm late. I broke down on the way to work. Boss. Oh, did you get your car to the mechanic? Car?
No, I had a breakdown.
Oh, I had her. Ah. I taught my kids about democracy tonight by having them vote on which movie to watch and pizza to order. I then picked the movie and the pizza because I'm the one with the money.
There you go.
I
Yep,
mean,
it's a lesson.
the lesson learned. Be kind to your dentist. He has fillings too. She said there was no spark between us anymore, so I tased her. I'll ask her again when she wakes up.
Who is that?
How was David?
David, don't tase people.
David, that's dark. How do you get Trump to I don't know if I should even do this. This is Justin. That's my first warning. That I see any political word whatsoever. That's my second warning. I asked, how do you get Trump to change a light bulb? Answer, tell him Obama put it in.
You could just say, how do you get a Republican to do it? The same, yeah,
Republican.
yeah.
Remembrance
And you
Day.
could have the exact opposite. Tell them Trump did it. You know, like,
What alcohol pairs Beth with the election day?
Beth.
Beth. What alcohol pairs Beth with the election day?
I don't know.
There's no actual answer on that one, so I'm just gonna go with all of them.
All of them. I was trying to figure out someone with tea,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
but that's not alcohol. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Tea with any form of alcohol in it, and then
wasn't there a tea flavored vodka for a while? Like a pretty popular one.
Deep Eddy did a tea vodka.
Yeah, I feel like there was
Also a
something.
Long Island iced tea.
There you go.
Every alcohol that is possibly available to you.
And just Everclear. Everclear goes best with the election.
Everclear.
Don't do wine because your emotions go out of control.
Oh no.
You're too present to don't nothing with Red Bull.
It's too vulnerable. No vodka Red Bulls. Don't do that.
The number of like videos of like people that are drinking wine that are not like that are political related. I'm like, do not no. No.
They really should put not the pregnancy warning on the bottle of wine. They should put the emotions will swing wildly warning on all bottles of wine.
Wine for sure.
Oh, why can't I stop making jokes about subatomic particles and just move on with my life? If I were
That's too smart for me, I think.
I was like this much smarter. Like
I think I'd get that.
I don't really. Yeah, no. I think the joke is we don't get it, and that they all get to laugh at how smart they are compared to we are. The cowboy dreamed of adopting a dachshund. He wanted to get along with little doggies. Just once, I'd like to fall into sorts. No joke.
Instead of falling out of sorts.
Yeah. What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? It's a Justin joke, so I haven't even looked at the resolution yet, and I don't know if we're gonna be happy with it.
With a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know in real life either, let alone for the joke.
Well, they're the same thing, technically. I'm pretty sure
they?
garbanzo is a chickpea. Yeah.
I have no idea.
And the resolution to this joke, I don't know if I should really read out loud, because if you just say chickpea,
I see it. No, Justin.
Redacted. Blair, get on that.
Justin, you're gonna go in timeout.
Keep your mod in check, Blair. Oh, Tim Carter says tequila for the alcohol.
Tequila.
It's right there all along. Uh, Ben, she told me she wanted to get high. I went across the bridge to Illinois. She went to the REU for climbing gear. REI for climbing gear. This is a
She
very good.
wanted elevation.
Yeah. He went to where the drugs are legal. Are they legal in Illinois? Uh,
Yeah, they have to go. That's why well,
okay.
you have to go across the bridge.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. This is a very Dubuque specific show.
Yeah.
Though I am so thrilled that they have in Dubuque they had the CBD. No, they had the THC soda at that one bar. And I'm like,
Yeah.
every film festival from now on needs to have a bar that has that so the last day I can have something. I'm reading ahead. Hold on a sec while I read Justin's joke in advance.
Yeah, you guys try living with this. I'm constantly reading it.
I'm trying to decide if a Trump's presidential library burned down. It's a real tragedy since both books I'm like bunt up, but burned up is probably what he meant.
He's making fun of his
All
library only having
two
two books
books,
in it.
all two books. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it, got it. I'm so
And one
hung
of them was the pokey little puppy.
up. Oh, all right, guys. I'll read this one more joke, and then we're gonna go right because we have homework to do. It's Justin, so here we go. Washington couldn't tell a lie. Nixon couldn't tell the truth. Trump didn't know the difference.
Well, Justin, way to bring politics into joke
I
court.
know. You really took our we don't talk about politics here and just said, nah, we're doing things. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for the live stream. We'll be back for the live stream next week. Are you back with us again? We got you back, right?
Yes,
Yes, for the foreseeable future.
for the
We
foreseeable
haven't
future.
I think there's no all live streams are good to go this month. I don't think there's a single one that's an issue. See, with it being moved to a Monday, holidays are less of an issue for us, whereas we would have a
Because the
Thanksgiving.
Mondays that we have off for holidays, we don't care about, like Veterans Day, Tara.
Yeah, exactly. The ones that we don't take off, even as a society. Anyways, all right, guys. We'll see you guys next time. We'll probably have an episode coming out on Friday, if not, maybe Saturday. Tune in. It's a surprise one. We'll let you decide on it when you get there on what you think. All right, bye guys. See you next week
Bye.
on the stream.